Welcome to LayBack Journey. Today we're diving into a country known for its cutting-edge technology, viral pop culture, and incredible discipline, South Korea. But behind the glimmering lights of K-pop, Korean dramas, and futuristic cities lies a world far more complex and fascinating. In the next 10 minutes, we'll explore Korea not just as a tourist destination, but as a living contrast of tradition, pressure, and modern beauty. Let's begin this journey into the heart of Korea. South Korea is often portrayed as the land of perfection. K-pop stars, flawless skin, cutting-edge cities, and a culture that works like clockwork. But if you pause and look deeper, there's a much more complex story waiting to be told, one that resonates even more strongly when seen through the eyes of a foreigner. Let's begin with the transformation. Only a few decades ago, Korea was devastated by war. Cities were reduced to rubble, poverty was widespread, and hope was hard to find. Today, Seoul stands as one of the most high-tech capitals in the world, a symbol of resilience and innovation. This rapid development is called the miracle on the Han River. It's truly impressive. But progress that fast comes at a cost. In everyday life, the work culture in Korea is intense. Office workers, known as salarymen, are often expected to work overtime, not because it's mandatory, but because staying late shows loyalty. In many companies, leaving before your boss is seen as disrespectful. Even after working long hours, many employees continue their night in company dinners and drinks, which, while socially bonding, adds more pressure than relief. Korea ranks high in education, but students live under immense academic stress. Teenagers often go to school from morning till late night, including extra cram schools called hagwon. The competition to enter top universities is brutal, and unfortunately, so is the toll it takes on mental health. Many young people grow up not knowing rest or freedom, only the pursuit of results. Then there's the beauty culture. South Korea is often dubbed the plastic surgery capital of the world. Procedures that are taboo elsewhere, like jawline reduction, eyelid surgery, and nose reshaping, are openly advertised, even in subway stations. In a society where first impressions can define your opportunities, appearance is treated almost like a resume. To a foreigner, this obsession with perfection can feel surreal, even overwhelming. You might wonder, why is everyone so polished? But for Koreans, it's often about survival in a hyper-competitive society, where presentation equals value. Let's talk about technology. Korea is home to some of the world's most advanced infrastructure, smart cities, AI integration, and near-universal 5G coverage. Digital payments are standard, and even grandmothers sell vegetables via QR code. But ironically, the high-speed lifestyle also means burnout is real, and fast-paced life leaves little room for reflection. Public behavior is another culture shock for many visitors. In Korea, silence is valued in public spaces like subways and buses. No loud conversations. No phone calls. This can feel refreshing or awkward, depending on where you're from. Respect for elders is deeply ingrained, and even language reflects it through honorifics. But for foreigners, these unspoken rules are often confusing and easy to violate by mistake. Social hierarchy is subtle but powerful. Age determines how you speak, sit, even pour drinks. Even among friends, being a year older can change the dynamic. As a visitor, you may find this structure rigid or even restrictive, especially if you come from cultures that value equality above all. Outside of Seoul, many foreigners face language barriers. Though English is taught in schools, everyday fluency is still limited in many regions. Street signs, restaurant menus, even emergency services are often only in Korean, making things difficult for non-Korean speakers. Apps can help, but don't always work during crucial moments. And then there's the issue of homogeneity. Korea is a highly unified society. Over 96% of the population is ethnically Korean. This creates a strong sense of national identity, but also leads to curiosity and sometimes discomfort towards foreigners. You may be stared at in smaller towns or politely ignored in group situations. This isn't out of malice, but rather unfamiliarity and cultural difference. Food is another layer of discovery. Korean food is bold, fermented, spicy, and deeply flavorful. From kimchi to bulgogi, every dish has a story. But some foreigners find it challenging, especially dishes like live octopus or pungent fermented fish. Still, for the adventurous, Korean cuisine is one of the most rewarding culinary journeys in Asia. Despite these challenges, most visitors describe Korea as incredibly safe, efficient, and welcoming in its own way. The people are resilient. The culture is rich. The contrast between ancient temples and neon skylines is unforgettable. But Korea isn't just about taking the perfect photo or visiting the trendy cafe. It's about learning to pause in a society that rarely does. To listen, to observe, to understand that perfection often hides pressure, and beauty sometimes grows out of contradiction. This is the Korea few tourists talk about, but many will remember. This is Korea, a land of duality. Glamorous on the surface, intense underneath. Proudly modern, yet deeply traditional. If you're planning to visit, go beyond the viral hotspots. Wander through the quiet alleys of Bisan, explore ancient temples in Jeongju, or watch the sunrise in a Hanok village. That's where the real Korea lives, honest, warm, and wonderfully imperfect. Thank you for joining us on LayBack Journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from around the world. See you in the next destination.